You know what? The pistol round's actually already underway. I'm going to leave that till an eco round. Let's jump into it. Let's see if some of these players that I called out can show some talent and what they've got. What do they even know? They're playing on the main ESL broadcast right now. Isn't that cool? Let's see if they can deal with it. Deal with the pressure. The kit player has already been dropped, I believe. Nolan's playing Gandalf at the moment, and Shigu is pushing up towards short to try and deal with this Glock falling back. They spotted him out. Should double peek. Do double peek. But actually, it'll be Einley to get that kill on Shigu in the end. Nolan will actually deal with Renak, and now it's interesting. It's back into a 2v3, but Nolan, bit of a whiff from Tonio, I'm afraid. This is those shots, and Nolan only has 2 bullets left in the clip to grab that one, so it's going to be impossible for him. And Tookie will clean up the round. 3 kills for Einley, and the T side get the pistol under their belt. So we are going for a full eco on the slapped side. So I'll just read you some of the stuff about the league, of course, so far this season. We've actually got this new entry division, which is makes up sort of split between open and intermediate. It's made up of teams moving down from intermediate with less than 4 wins. 128 teams from the previous season's Open 10 division, which is the highest division of Open. 4 teams from the previous Open 9 division, and 2 teams who won the Open 1 to 8 division, which of course is for teams who have got level, I guess, 1 to 8 face it players. They kind of even themselves out over the course of the season, right? And there's also a free qualifier that's available to get your way into that. And if there are any teams registered for Open in Season 53 whose best 5 players average over 2,500 ELO, they also go straight into entry as well. It used to be regular Open, straight into intermediate, then main, then advanced, then ESL Challenger League, then ESL Pro League. They all managed to remove these saving CTs in Sporting, even though they had nothing to save, but the Block can get a couple. 4 players alive to bolster that money up well. Can slap some people out of the server? That's the real question. They're rushing B. It's a good old-fashioned face-it pug rush B. It's an early whiff from Einley. That's unfortunate after such a great start to the game. But now, backside player in Nolan's out of bullets, and Renak will deal with him. It's a good find. Makes it back into a 3 versus 3. And obviously, in higher-tier professional Counter-Strike, you would say that it's impossible to retake B. Borderline save here for Slapped. But I don't think we'll be saving. We'll be giving this one a go. And mistakes can be made at a slightly lower tier of competition. So definitely a good reason to go for this one. Renak is 20 HP. Already had 2 kills with the FAMAS that he's managed to pick up and save over. We'll try and run Tonio down. He takes a lot of damage. I actually think he took a dink there. But Kiratos will not get away with it. And now, rightly, they do run away and save. If they got that opening, I reckon they would have charged him with Dorrit and Gaben. But not to be. Tookie is full HP and he's saving on Car. He won't die in that position on full health. Terrorists win. And PEPE ESPORT get off to the perfect 3-0 start. Good stuff. Oh, the little dangerous cross mids. He got picked up for Renak, almost getting a chance to pull the trigger. It actually doesn't, surprisingly so. Incendiary on mid. We won't do a whole lot in that position. It does show presence, moves a couple of players away from the headshot angle on ramp at least. Next to Catwalk. Good timing on the resmoke towards short as well there from the CT side. Tuki and Tonio together in that short position. We're going for a good old-fashioned 1 minute on the clock long take with a late round A split to come through. But Slapped are very well set up for this. We've got a player on site. That is Gaben with the fan mask. Got full utility still. And Shigu is getting in from behind. He gets 2 beautiful flank frags. That is frustrating for Tonio and Tuki. They were waiting there basically the whole round to make this play happen with their teammates up through long. But the short play will never come through. They were a little bit too aggressive though toward that long position. And actually the frags are coming through here for PEPE ESPORT. Hang on. Low HP on Knight Rider. 8 health. There are still 2 CTs here, and that could still be a big problem. Gaben might be really low, but all the frags are coming through now. And somehow Knight Rider has found himself last alive, but good timing on the smoke push from Kiritos. That'll be the first CT round for Slapped, or SLAPPED, as some people might call them. Just a reminder about the level these players are at. Let's just give you a picture about what we're watching right now. It's the opening game of EU Open 10. So these are all level 10 Faceit players. Just trying to improve as a team, play better team play. It could just be, 10 friends playing with each other for fun, with the goal of getting better. Simple as that. And pretty fun that they get an opportunity to play on a main broadcast, of course. That is the whole reason behind this set of streams we're putting on for the Open League this season. Ready an opening pick for Nolan on the AWP. These guys are all, as I said, we've got one player here who's a bit separated out from the rest. Actually, 2 overall. Fat Dorrit, I'm afraid. Our 3k elo GOAT is down already. And he's the main guy that I wanted to keep an eye on in this particular best of 1. We've actually, again, managed to force their way in toward the A bomb site here. Only is low on 3 HP, and sure, you've got a kit on Gaben, but he might need to be Gaben himself to make something of this retake. Activate no clip or something. Maybe only Gaben could do that. That's a good catch from Ainley. Been given the AWP on the 3 HP as well, and Gaben is going to give this one a little bit of a look. But time is now running low. 14 bullets in the clip, and actually almost had a chance to take down that position of Ainley, but smartly positioned himself between the barrels there to not get easily headshot. That's just good positioning when you're low HP. Well played, and Slapped will get slapped, I'm afraid. Some people may like that, but not in this situation. Damn. See you later, Gaben. Nothing saves you from that. Straight away, taken through the mid doors. Renac with the opening frag with the AWP, and already we're going straight into B. Probably kept an eye on it, saw that he got the kill, that no one crossed, and then just run straight into B. It's the old-fashioned Dust 2 play. Everyone knows how to do it. Good map knowledge and control. Dust 2 definitely is a very simple map these days. I was a little bit disappointed when it was kept in the pool at one point, but now I've actually grown to accept it. I think it's actually a relatively fun map to watch in professional Counter-Strike at the moment. The B retakes are always rough, but so's Inferno, for example. Tenio will get the trade on Mr. Fat Dorrit. Actually, Nolan and Shigu put themselves in very smart positions to try and catch them on the exits. Because good damage could have been done if they chose to go through tunnels with that crossfire to try and limit that T-money to some point. But as you can see, they tried to do that once again with the push through B tunnel to die to the bottom. Doesn't matter dying to the bottom there. They had pistols and were going to buy it next round anyway. It's all good. Worth a try. We're not giving it another opportunity, and that's something you shouldn't be doing, Mr. Shigu. I'm sorry, my friend. You already got a teammate taken down by the AWP in the previous round. In that mid-doors position, and you peeked it dry. That is not going to work out too well for you on most occasions, my good man. And Nolan will get run down. The molly spreads, can't deliver any openings on this A-site push. Right now, PEPE ESPORT playing on the front foot, playing pacey, playing well, not missing too many shots. And as I said, you've got players like Knight Rider, you've got players that actually could be known names. Who knows, in a couple of years' time. Could even make themselves up toward those main leagues and advanced leagues even. Maybe get a chance to get some HLTV presence one day. But they've got some main ESL broadcast presence, and that's what's cool for them. My goat, Fat Dorrit, my 3k ELO goat, I'm afraid is trying to do his best in this game. Already up to 7 kills, but he's not able to remove the AWP that Renak is holding. He could buy next round anyway, if they really want to. It'd be a rough buy around the edges. Probably just buy pistols around the M4, but wouldn't be surprised if it's a force, considering they can get 3 rifles in play. And they're going to do that. Dorrit can drop an M4, so will. Smartly, Slap's not going anywhere near mid-doors this time. Actually holding it defensively. Oh, Nolan, you had your chance, brother. You had your chance. But Tonio will get away with it on 3 HP. It's one of my sprays with the A1S there. Unfortunate. Knight Rider will get destroyed by Gabain toward long, though. Still jiggling on that corner. Tuki sees it. Going for these swings, but then Renak is the player to get on the angle, and he's been very sharp on the AWP thus far. AWP will come through from short, actually. Kiritos has done amazing work there to get that one kill, considering he was getting pushed from 2 different angles, but he will get taken down. There could be a smoke push, though. There could be a smoke push, Mr. Dorrit! Oh, so near, but yet so far. Only a 1-for-1. Tuki took the trade. That was not on purpose, but Tuki did take it. And PEPE ESPORT are up 7-1. Deep incendiary towards that top mid position, but it's not really going to block off much other than vision. I really like this change-up, though, from Slap. They've actually gone super aggressive. They've been sitting back for quite a lot of this half, and they've been getting destroyed. PEPE ESPORT do seem to have a bit too much for them, but maybe not in this round. The Deagle of Kiritos actually gets a bit of a collateral with the Deagle, and there's Dorrit. That's a great frag to take. 4v1. Tuki has to clutch, and they now know exactly where he is. They should have nothing to do with this one. He's got 1 bullet in the AWP. Good check. Gauging the timing there of Dorrit pushing through suicide, but unfortunately couldn't grab the kill. And, of course, it's the 3k ELO monster, Fat Dorrit, to grab another 2-piece. Well, I got a full investment round off the back of this. Money isn't amazing on PEPE ESPORT. Chances could still be a 7-5 after all. Oh, they've been so good at these mid picks though. And Nolan was holding it, but they've been burnt nearly every single time going for those mid picks. You don't have to do it sometimes, my friends. You can let it go. You don't have to hold mids. They tried that on one round, and unfortunately we had an M4A1S whiff come through, so it is what it is. Sometimes you just get outplayed. Good play from PEPE ESPORT here, though. That nade shouldn't be deep enough. Oh, okay. It actually was deep enough to put a little tiny gap in that corner of the smoke. It allowed Gabe to get one. Unfortunately, again, they've lost their B-site defender. It's a 4v3. While HP is relatively low on two players, you just can't retake this one. Unless a big mistake is made. Give it a go. Come on. I want to see retake attempts. Tuki. Peeks from the shelf. And gets punished. Good trade from Shigu. They do have the 2 kits available. I'd love to see them give this one a go. But now Shigu's down to 7 HP. It's so painful. And the AWP's on the retake as well. There's just no conversation in any sensible way that this one should be looked for. And they might try and exit a little bit too late as well, because Renak is running them down. Can Shigu get away? Oh, neither of them can get away. Renak is a monster. He will not let them lie. But he also will put them to rest. Wrong pick for Ainley. Not happening. By the way, if any of you guys do watch back the game later from Slapped or PEPE ESPORT and I've butchered your alias, I can only apologise. I can only apologise. There are some that are easier than others, that's for sure. Good hold from Nolan. He gets his one with the AWP. They try and bait Shigu in with the M4 toward that tighter angle, but it doesn't really work out too well. They are very aware of what PEPE ESPORT are doing here, though. They're out long. It's a good, quick flank from short from Fat Dorrit on Tuki. Now, Gabe Bennett stuck on the side. Does get taken through the corner of the smoke by Ainley, and now it's very awkward for Nolan. He hears them pushing up. He's got the AWP on the close angle, and the M4 is further away. Actually, setup is all right. Could easily get caught. Needs to be a quick scope. He does get his 1-for-1. Well done. But Knight Rider quick trade once again. Been good on those so far. 2v2. Re-smoke for CT. Knight Rider still has a bomb under his arm. In fact, Dorrit's making a great move here. Don't stay predictable. Keep yourself dynamic. Going for this long rotation. Should get in one kill. It's very awkward. Come on, Dorrit. You're the GOAT. You're the 3 kilo GOAT. You can do it. One more player left. So much damage. 1 bullet needed. It's a dance of death, but Knight Rider will pick up the AWP and take him down. The 2 top-rated players in the server going up against each other. But PEPE ESPORT and Knight Rider have all the answers. Oh my goodness. Every single duel they've taken toward that suicide position, unfortunately, has been absolutely destroyed. And Tuki is running them down. Ainley and Tonio will help out as well as they push and pinch our bottom mid position through lower tunnel. And Gabine cannot connect on those shots long range, I am afraid. It's very difficult to play CT Dust 2. And Slapped will not be slapping anyone other than for 2 instances. Only 2 rounds on the board. PEPE ESPORT in control. From the eye test so far, gotta be Ainley, getting so many frags from that top mid position. Gotta be Dorrit, even though he didn't win that clutch when he should have. Feels bad, man. And Renak has been excellent as well so far. Get Renak into some star positions. I believe in you. Tuki. Very aware of Pepe Esport what's going on toward mid here. Knight Rider's fallen back to a great position. They might not check this when there's damage going on elsewhere. And other players to catch. Thick and fast frags toward mid. Back into a 3v3. They're trying to catch them as they make their way up toward window. It's so close. Tuki's got that defuse kit. And it could be awkward because he's on 5 HP. If he tries to hold that one at any point... Wait, she's behind them. What the hell? And then they know where he is. Oh no! They can just defuse the bomb. They can't get anywhere near him. It's a nightmare for Slaps. No! The late dropping towards CT may have got a frag, but it didn't work. Long term. Or may have done damage, sorry, but it didn't get a frag long term. Now all Slapped have in this round. Oh, that's not all they have. They have Mr. Dorrit. What a gamer. Easy entry with the scout, and that forces them in toward B straight away. And guess what? It's round over, chat. Easy. W for Slapped, surely. They're third of the game. Chat, is this a W? I think it very much is. But there's a long, long way to go. All started off with that scout tag through mid. They've made a habit of going for that pick every single round. If that was one piece of advice I could give both teams, actually, at the end of this game, I would say you don't need to fight mid doors like that every single round. I know I've obviously been taking this cast with a little bit more excitement and a bit of reckless abandon in a way. Trying to be a little bit more entertaining as such. But if I was to give some serious advice, it would be don't fight mid as much. You don't need to every single round. Especially for Slapped on the CT side. We've got one more BO1 to come after this one. And it will be in the Open League below this one. So we've got some level 7s, level 6s in play. And a chance to play on the big ESL broadcast. Are they going to get nervous? Are they going to get shaky? We'll see. Team Syntax and FC Pon, I'll call you. Gotta be ready. Hope you're DMing right now. Close mid here for Slap. Great POV from our lovely observer, ESPORT. And Kai, of course, as well, our producer. Above POV of them making their way through mid. Ep saw the goat. But this round should go Slap's way. Got full B site control. There is no kit on Pepe Esport here. They've got a molly, they've got a nade. And that extra utility they've got will definitely incentivize them to give this one a good go. But Slaps have good angles, and Mac 10 should get the frag. I think they've already had the call off from their captain. They'll be falling away. Listen, it's boring, but it's correct. I get it. You want to see teams go for these, but they are borderline unwinnable. There's a bit of economic damage there by Pepe Esport to get Gaben to die to the bomb. But that's the only bit of success. ecoing around the saved weaponry. The right move to make for PEPE ESPORT. No need to rush into this finish line here. They're on 11. I just seen a message from Pez in chat saying the players do get told that the game is going to be streamed. So they're aware and be putting their best foot forward. Show a good face on a Twitch channel that has 6.5 million followers. Not to up the ante at all. Hang on, this round could get out of hand here for Slaps. We've got a Deagle and an AK trying to deliver. Bomb is still planted. Now Einley's the only one left, but he cannot connect this Deagle shot. He's out of ammunition now. And this fight is a bit too extended for the likes of Kuritos, and he'll make sure it ends here and now. Glock takes a headshot. 5 rounds on the board for the T side, and Dorrit just got the AWP as well off the ground at the end of the round. This is the first stream of 10 that will be coming through this ESEA League season. We've got 5 coming for North America, 5 coming for EU. North America will be broadcast next week. EU to kick us all off. And a great game to kick us all off as well. We saw Inner Circle. And, you know, those ESEA EU advanced games are very important for some of these teams to start quickly. They want ESL Challenger League as quickly as possible, especially a team like Inner Circle with their name value of Sicko, Oscar, Krasnal, QQ, and Fessa. He got the win in the end. Quasar put up a decent performance. These teams are open, just want to try and prove themselves on the big boy broadcast. I need to hold long. Boost up on blue box and not moving. He did hear Shiga at the last second there. And that's actually a really good bit of patience in that position on long. Once you could feel yourself feel nervous and want to help out your teammates on the site. Drop off too early. They're actually going to force themselves through the short smoke. And oh, what a hold! A quad kill from Gaben. And Fat Dorrit's going to hold the long rotation of Einley as well. That is the highlight of the game. Maybe the highlight of the day, actually. We didn't get to see any of that from Inner Circle. You've had player of the day so far, have you, Mr. Gaben? 8 and 11 only. And his quad kill could be player of the day. Banger. Forces PEPE ESPORT down to an eco again. CT Dust 2 is not easy. CZ. Chat, is this an L? I think the CZ is an L. I'm actually seeing more professional players use the CZ recently. Like Natu on Ents. And he just gets away with the kill there. That's why it's so nervy. You only got 12 bullets in the clip. But the 5.7s are so damn good. Why would you use the CZ in my books? Yeah, but I think Natu from Ents uses it on T. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it's fallen apart. Slap, you were doing so well. And you've lost a bomb in tunnels. You're having to dry face it through a Molotov. And it's completely fallen apart. Night Rider's going to run them down. Oh, the comeback trail was on, but it's been balked and snookered by PEPE ESPORT. That's a bit of a nightmare. Can PEPE ESPORT get it done here and now? Fat Dorrit, you had a great game. You are the 3K ELO player in the server. Got himself the AWP in this round. He does have a PEPE profile picture as well, so maybe he should consider a switch. Make a super team. PEPE ESPORT. Wouldn't that be something? Roster drama in ESEA EU Open. Live on the ESL broadcast. I'm joking, of course. Einley on the site will manage to hold the line. Gaben will get taken down. No more heroics from Gaben in this. round. And Dorrit actually, never mind. Never mind, it's Dorrit this time with a 2k to bring it back into a 2v1. And look at Tonio, he's 2 HP. So he's going for the full long rotation. It's unexpected. Oh, but the M4A4 spray control at long range. You can tell he was going for bursts there. He didn't go for a full spray down. He stopped it quite quickly, but that's a very difficult frag to get. It looks easier than it is, that one, with the M4A4 spray. As a bog standard level 10, like you are, my friend, I've been there, and I feel that. Grassroots Counter-Strike, live on ESL CS. Things to watch the VOD on and learn. Actually, kind of interesting, you know, I mentioned earlier in the half that my advice to both teams actually would be not to fight mid as often as they did. First off, it was very common. Maybe they're listening to me. Maybe they actually are listening to me. Who knows? They have not fought mid that much in half 2. But Slapped have already fallen foul of one of these rounds previously. There's a chance they could again. And this one's actually a bit stronger than the one they lost to, unfortunately. The Ops already got the opening, and in comes the Deagle of Ainley. He's 21 and 13, having a great game so far. Now he's delivering more damage, but none of them will run him down in the end. That's a good find, but the guy that we've been calling out, Mr. Renak, having a good game as well. Definitely look one of the cleaner of everyone on the server. Now Lone has to 1 versus 4 to win, or to stay alive in the map, and unfortunately, it won't happen. PEPE ESPORT, congratulations. You've played their first game on a big ESL broadcast, and you've won your first game of ESEA EU Open in the 10 division, of course.